Running a sweep. We'll report status. Got it. Engaging priority target.
Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Going in. Watch it! Throw! Tango is active.
Really wish Sable would tell her agents to chill already.
I'll be right back. Alright, episode 3. Let's keep following. Come on, come on.
All officers on alert. Kidnapping was just reported. Additional officers needed at Carnegie Hall. Please copy.
Got an algorithm in the suit that can extrapolate where the kidnappers might have gone. I think we have a winner. You're safe now.
Thought I was gonna die in there. Thank you. They're back. Don't let them hurt me! This ain't your business.
Narcotic sale in progress. Location is Museum Mile. Over.
Drug trade's gotten more aggressive post-Fisk. Gotta stop that out. Hey guys, you got prescriptions for this stuff?
Had enough of you!
Huh. Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait a minute, what's that feeling? Do I miss him? No. I called you guys a ride. I'll be the one with the flashing red and blue lights.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, be here tomorrow. Me and Morris, 3:30 p.m. we are gonna play some GTA on a live stream. So be on the lookout for that, guys.
Ground teams, need a status update from Lennox Hill.
Observation post established. Situation normal.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All those Rikers have made.
No, do the Jones, do the Jones.
Nah, we get to.
Bring him down, Spider-Man. Take him out. SF-1 is in the area. Spider-Man's here.
Die! All of them?
Wonder if building owners are charging Sable rent for these rooftop posts.
Sure. Damn, you freaking menace! Oh, I am on. Ooh! Yo, did you just level it up again? No, I'm at Superior. Yo, I'm killing it today. Okay. I had to. Come on, come. Here, little bitty. Oh, what the what? Here, little bitties. Where are you? Here, little bitties. Oh, okay. I heard him. Yeah? You're nervous, huh?
Gonna guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards.
Paper Smith will kill us. Get the spider.
Aw, you guys are like little kingpins in training. So cute.
You're done.
Alright. Jones. Kill him all, 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 kill him all. Got that good, bitches! Let's go! I'm that dude.
Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal.
Yep. All I gotta do now is disable for this one.
Police will take it from here.
How? They're on top of a freaking building, Peter! Alright, well, if you say so. Come on, Sable. Say something. What the fuck? Am I gonna do this?
This is Control. What's the status in Vanderbilt?
Control. We are arresting civilians who refuse to cooperate with locating Spider-Man.
They crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back.
Spider-Man, you are under arrest for vigilance.
Nope. Okay,
This is
hold
not
on.
how you protect or serve.
Real. Oh, real.
Oh, how fast? More Sable agents.
Miss me. Oh, real. You see, bitch. Really? There we go.
Rounding up. Testers. What's happening to this city?
I'm gonna tell everybody you're for real.
Thanks, dude.
Big fan over here. White Spider sucks.
Super cool.
Damn, man. Cool. Try some more. What's on here? I'm just curious.
Sorry
Oh,
about
that's
that.
a train station. Oh, sorry, dude. I hear gunfire. But where? Maybe a stealth one, man. Oh, I see it. I see it. Vanderbilt again? Wasn't I just over here? Alright, if you say so.
The neighborhood just got a little less friendly. Maybe I can dismantle this outpost before they have a chance to call for backup. Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Oh, really?
Look out! Spider-Man's here, man down. Need more agents. Get to cover! Target is hostile.
Nope. Later.
There. Hope that'll slow Sable down.
That's 100%.
Some.
We're almost done. We're almost done. Hey, hey, we're almost done. We're almost. Why are you sleeping on Peter? I mean, he is pretty popular. Okay. Third Demon Sable. All we gotta do. What we gotta do now is just pay attention. Looking. Alright.
1043. We're getting reports that a city bus was just taken hostage. Sheriff's officer, proceed to Robinson.
Yep. Hang on. Robinson, huh? Hey guys. Nope. Hey, you clearly didn't do that coming, did you? Nope. There we go.
Demons are getting more and more brutal.
That's the demons. Just need to thug and
I
Sable.
can't believe Martin Lee is really behind all this.
Oh, we need to go the other way. Other way. Sorry, SWAT. We need to do better than you just.
Call my agent!
Who got that? Want
Can't
to
go
interview?
this way. Gotta find another route, pal.
Okay. Bye. I'm sorry. You didn't speak quick enough. Alright, where are the others? I don't know where. There was a thug. I gotta look for. Bingo. I hit him on Sugar Hill. Say less.
Car wreck down there. Bad one. People could be injured. Over here! Help, please! Just a little more.
Okay. And then the other one.
I've got you. Stay calm. I think that debris... Spider-Man! A bunch of guys robbed a bodega and took off doing 80. They caused the wreck. Need to find the people who caused this. They've still got to be nearby.
Oh, hold on.
Hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of driver's ed in your future.
Why am I so much mad at me? On the last episode, I'm going to do all of J. Jonah's rants. From the first one to the 51st. We're gonna play all of them. Oh, sorry guys, sorry.
Douglas, this is Sable Control. Boss wants an update on your status. Observation post established. No sign of priority target.
Yeah?
All I need is Sable guys taking pot shots. Let's see if I can shut him down before the... Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Spider-Man, freeze! Damn it! He's got us through! I can beat this guy!
Is it
There we
too
go.
much to hope this will teach Sable to focus on actual criminals instead of me? Yeah, too much.
Last one. How long have we been recording? 15 minutes. I'm running the wrong way. Then there's more over here. Oh! I really did not feel all that great. I don't know why. Come on. No, I don't have any sickness. It's just my stomach's mad at me. Probably because I'm I ate. I don't know. Once I finish this time, we'll be right back. Where is this thing? Over there. Guys, when I say that my stomach's really mad at me, I'm not kidding with you guys. My stomach is beyond.
right?
1034, assault reported. Approach with caution. Report came in from Hamilton Heights.
Bingo. You're the last one.
Try and guess how I feel about bullets.
There we go, that's it.
I realize the irony in me saying this. I hope you've learned not to hit people.
Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Let's go. That's everything. I just got a new suit while I'm at it. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. You're keeping your suit on. Alright, what? You know what? Just to end everything off, we're going on with this Spider-Man suit. And I'll be right back with the finale. Alright, I love you guys. I'll be right back. I promise you I'll be right back. I just gotta do something with my stomach. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Let's check on these.
Hey, my first camera. I got this at a yard sale. Still uses film. Oh yeah, that blind guy gave me his card in case Spider-Man ever needs a lawyer. Wait, hold on. If he's blind, how did he know I was Spider-Man? A spider signal! Cool idea, but any light source that made it bright enough was also way too hot. Someday, though. This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head. The Spidey Squad. My one and only fan club. When Jameson's going off on me, it helps to remember they're out there. Still not sure if opening this would set the Sandman free, but I'm in no hurry to find out. Jameson gave me this at his Bugle retirement party. I thought nobody would listen to his talk show. Shows how much I know. Gotta have something to do on stakeouts. I beat this wrestler right after getting my powers. Never had that much money before in my life. Or since, come to think of it. After I got my powers, I didn't need my glasses anymore. Told everyone I got laser eye surgery with money from the Fisk Science Prize. Took a bullet from the cops back when they thought I was working with Electro. Good thing textbooks are thick. Too bad they're also expensive. With this vial of the lizard's blood, I was able to mix up a cure and turn him back into Dr. Connors. Too bad it didn't last. The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment. Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own. Got some good parts from this old cell phone. Wonder what I could accomplish with a real budget instead of dumpster diving. This article blaming Spider-Man for electro-killing cops was the last straw. I had to quit taking pictures that helped Jameson print lies about me. I bought this used graphing calculator at a pawn shop. Stopped working in the middle of a trig exam. You get what you pay for. Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can. People know my parents died in a plane crash. I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. People know my parents died in a plane crash. I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did. My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday. Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once. My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money, even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though. Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it. The jammer I whipped up to jam Vulture's wings. Too bad he improved them after that. When the Vulture cracked my eye lens, it almost blinded me. That was a wake-up call. Had to upgrade to a stronger material. When MJ and I applied for this lease, I thought we'd move in together. Instead, we broke up. I can be pretty oblivious sometimes. Rhino almost killed me until I broke this chip off his horn and figured out what his costume's made of. Still wasn't easy to beat him. My back still aches just thinking about it. Almost forgot I bought this snow globe for Aunt May. I think I get my love for this city from her. I could never give this prototype spider tracer enough range to be useful. But I did adapt the tech into my web traps, which really come in handy. Wish I knew who made this comic about me. Kid's got a future. Rejected costume designs. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go. Fisk beat the hell out of me with these. I almost used them for evidence, until MJ pointed out I was trespassing, so I'd probably end up in jail. Typical Parker luck. Captain Watanabe gave me her cell number when she finally decided to trust me. She's risking a lot. If anyone finds out she's helping me, she'll lose her job. My thesis paper on neurotechnology. This got me the job with Dr. Octavius. This piece of the Shocker's original uniform showed me how to protect myself from his blasts. Of course, they always upgrade, don't they? Never finished this application for the coffee bean. Would have paid more than what I'm doing now. The last ball game Uncle Ben ever took me to. I need to get this framed. I could really use his advice now. Aw, the good luck card from when I left the Daily Bugle to go into research. Some really great people there. And Jameson. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Why doesn't it ever feel like it? MJ wrote this article in the school paper about student protests. She was a heck of a journalist even then. Supposedly, Fisk made his fortune selling these spices. I mean, they're good, but not that good. One of these days, I'll work out a fabric that warps sound in light waves. A stealth suit would really come in handy. Oh! Oh, man! I meant to wash this gym shirt 6 years ago! Hey, you! Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same. My prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. It kinda symbolizes my luck with relationships. I thought web swinging would let me get pizzas delivered fast. And it did. Fast and smashed. My underarm webs. Thought they might help me glide short distances, but they never really worked. Looked cool, though. An Oscorp visitor badge from when I interviewed there. Would have paid well, but Dr. Octavius offered the chance to really make a difference. Funny, my fear of heights didn't go away when I got my powers. Had to climb to the top of the Empire State to get over that. The menu for my first real date with MJ. Wish I could have afforded someplace fancier. But she didn't seem to mind. My injured shoulder eventually healed. The bill took a lot longer to pay. Harry's VIP card for the nightclub. Harry always tried to include me. All I did was save this kid's balloon from floating away, and he made me this. It's the little things that make it all worth it. Spider plushie! Oh, a toy designer made this prototype to get me to license my likeness. Too bad there's no way to get paid without revealing my identity. Tried mixing up a prototype web fluid at Oscorp while Harry had his internship there. Didn't work. That place has always been bad luck for me.
I checked the newspapers. Whoops. Alright, here we go. 51, back to back. Let's go.
This is Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, where listeners like you discuss the issues affecting our city with Pulitzer Prize-winning two-time Pulitzer Prize-winning former publisher of the Daily Bugle.
Hey, plug the book.
And as always, if you order Mr. Jameson's book, Spider-Man, Threat or Menace, within 24 hours of our broadcast, you'll get an autographed copy at no extra charge.
No personalizations. Don't ask. Not gonna get it. Welcome to Just the Facts with J. Jonah Jameson, alerting you to the threats you don't even know about. Let's dive right into the calls. Speak.
Okay, so not for nothing, you gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up! Let me explain something to you about crime bosses. Soon as one goes down, every punk with a gun, a tracksuit, and a drawer full of gold chains decides he's the next godfather. We're gonna have a gang war in the streets, but does that web-headed moron give a damn? Of course not. He got on TV. That's what counts.
Yeah, well, I can get copper pipe without paying kickbacks now. So until that gang war starts, I'm on the web-head side.
And you'll be singing a different tune when 3 new mobs are lining up to charge you triple for that same pipe. Or just break your legs. Goodbye! My loyal listeners, brushheads they call themselves, though never quite understood why, will remember my warnings about the downright Orwellian crime monitoring system the city was installing. Well, it's not operating. Why, you ask? Because someone came to their senses and realized they'd be violating civil liberties? Wrong! Because those incompetent bureaucrats built a network that crashes more often than a wino driving a bumper car. So your tax dollars got wasted, and there's nothing to show for it. Which is about as close as you get to a happy ending in the real world, kids. And now for listener emails. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know she speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity because I adore this city. And I want it to be better. What you hear in my voice, it's love. Nothing but love. Unbelievable. I understand we have another low-information caller who thinks we're better off thanks to Spider-Man. Let's see if I can set her straight. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
I just want to say that I've never seen Manhattan so safe and peaceful. Compare what it was like when Spider-Man first showed up to now.
Okay, fair enough, I will. Then, we had police and firefighters doing a wonderful job. There was crime, sure, but nothing they couldn't handle. Of course, we do have things now we didn't have then. Maniacs who shoot electricity out of their eyes, walking piles of sand, Nazis made of bees!
Didn't Spider-Man put all those guys in jail?
You're missing the point! They didn't exist before he came along. At best, he attracts them. But I've often wondered if they're in cahoots.
Wow, I've never actually heard anyone say cahoots before. Look, all I'm saying is, I'd hate to imagine what would have happened if all those guys showed up and Spider-Man wasn't here.
Another lost cause. Goodbye. You might have heard about the robbery at Roseman's auction house. What you probably didn't hear, but my sources confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks. Horrible, demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I see your point, but Spider-Man stopped those guys today. Saying he's like them because he wears a mask isn't fair. It's like prejudice.
Wrong. Here's a little lesson in the English language, my friend. Prejudice means to prejudge someone before you know anything about them. I know all I need to about Spider-Man. He runs around causing chaos, wearing a mask so he doesn't have to answer for his shenanigans, and a flashy costume so he gets attention to feed his gigantic, insatiable ego. Now, if I'm a mentally unstable person and I see him getting all this coverage, what am I going to do? It's called copycat behavior, people, and it's ruining New York. Folks, I have to once again defend myself against the spurious claims from McDonald Mac Gargan, aka the Scorpion. Yes, as I fully disclosed, I bankrolled the experiment that gave him superior strength, speed, and that unsightly cyborg tail. The idea was to create an anti-Spider-Man who is not a threat and stops menaces. I had no idea he was crazy. Do you think his resume said psycho with a poisoning fetish? His lawsuit is a transparent attempt to reduce his sentence at the raft by placing the blame for his deeds on me. And that is one package J. Jonah Jameson refuses. I've always been about the truth. When I was a reporter and a newspaper publisher, I printed the truth. And now as a broadcaster, I speak it. Sometimes it hurts. But it's my responsibility to bring it to you. And the truth is, the city is not quiet. It is not peaceful. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Threats roiling under the surface like a hungry shark just beneath the waterline. Don't let Spider-Man fool you. You are not safe. None of us are. Now, a lot of people ask me what I think of Mayor Osborn, but what matters is what you think. Let's ask our first caller. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Hi, I think Mayor Osborn's doing a terrific job. He's cleaned the city up and expanded the economy.
With all due respect to the office of mayor, the police cleaned up the city, and entrepreneurs boosted the economy. I do approve of many of the mayor's initiatives, like cracking down on quality-of-life crimes and reducing red tape. But I think he takes credit for a lot of things other people He's ambitious, which is not a bad thing. But I always say, be careful of people with agendas. We used to have a vigilant press to keep politicians honest, but it's a shadow of its former self. Now all you've really got is me. Let's discuss the costume lunatic who just literally destroyed a bank. Wait, you think I'm talking about Herman Schultz? Oh no, I meant Spider-Man. Look, Schultz is a career criminal, obviously disturbed. I mean, he calls himself the Shocker, so I don't expect him to act like a sane person. But Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Well, tell that to the bank employees who are out of a job. The customers who had irreplaceable family heirlooms in the safe deposit boxes. Couldn't he have waited until Schultz was, I don't know, outside to start the fight? Of course, then he would have probably wrecked several people's cars, because Spider-Man views our city as his playground and your property as his toys. And he just loves smashing his toys together. Friends, I've just received an update on Adrian Toombs, aka the Vulture. Apparently, this winged criminal has fallen ill with cancer, and he's been moved to the Raft's infirmary for treatment, which will undoubtedly cost a fortune in public funds. Now let me ask you, why do we even have an infirmary at the Raft? It's a supermax prison, full of maniacs. If they get sick, let nature take its course. Now I realize that's harsh, but so is my tax bill. Now, how often do I say Spider-Man should let the police handle crime? At least 6 times a day, and that's on my day off. And for once, that is exactly what happened. When Officer Jefferson Davis stopped a truck full of armed criminals from mowing down innocent bystanders. What about Spider-Man, you ask? Where was the city's self-styled champion? Oh, he's the one who started this chase, right out of an 80s action movie. But it took a real hero to finish it. Thank God Officer Davis was on the scene, and that he saved all those lives in spite of Spider-Man's interference. Jefferson Davis, you have earned the coveted J. Jonah Jameson nod of respect. It's all over the news.
Shit.
Now, how often do I say Spider-Man should let the police handle crime? At least 6 times a day, and that's on my day off.
So I gotta replay that because there's more that he said.
When
Sorry.
Officer Jefferson Davis stopped a truck full of armed criminals from mowing down innocent bystanders. What about Spider-Man, you ask? Where was the city's self-styled champion? Oh, he's the one who started this chase, right out of an 80s action movie. But it took a real hero to finish it. Thank God Officer Davis was on the scene, and that he saved all those lives in spite of Spider-Man's interference. Jefferson Davis, you have earned the coveted J. Jonah Jameson nod of respect. I just nodded.
That's why I love him.
Another battle between Spider-Man and these demon-masked gunmen threatening the lives of New Yorkers. I understand our next caller lives in the area. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, the thing is, it all happened in a shipyard that's been closed for years. There weren't any innocent people in danger.
Oh, is that your expert opinion? Well, let me tell you what I've learned from sources I developed in my award-winning journalism career. That shipyard was a front for Wilson Fisk. He's been using it to smuggle guns, grenades, military-grade ordnance.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Ah, the truth bomb strikes. But wait, here's a 50-megaton payload of fact. While Spider-Man tried to grab the glory for himself chasing one truck, another vehicle got away with an arsenal of deadly, illegal weapons. Fisk, for all his faults, would never have let them be used in this city. But these demons, either they're some kind of fanatical cult, or they just don't care. Anybody feel like they're in danger now? Trailing a crane in the air above our teeming streets, on which it could have crashed at any moment in a blazing rotor-chopping fireball of doom. Still think the webhead's protecting people like you, caller?
Well, he stopped him, and he made sure the helicopter didn't land on anyone. So, it seems to me he did the right thing.
Right thing? The right thing would be to call the professionals. My son serves proudly in the Air Force. He's logged thousands of hours of flight time and years of training in protecting our homeland. But he's not good enough?
Well, of course he is, but he wasn't there. Spider-Man was.
Because that's how he wanted it! God forbid he share the spotlight with anyone! That's it. I'm done pointing out the obvious. Let's go to commercials. I need a double aspirin with an antacid chaser. No!
Oh wait, hold up. J. Jonah Jameson has a son? I have never thought about that. I love this man. I love him.
Today is a day
Hang on.
for somber reflection, for mourning, and honoring fallen heroes like Jefferson Davis.
Damn.
But it's also a day to vow never again. It stops here. Some people say I blame everything on Spider-Man.
What you do?
I don't blame him for the bombing.
Oh!
That cowardly act is squarely the responsibility of whoever committed it. But if we're gonna keep New York safe, we can no longer tolerate the kind of lawlessness Spider-Man and his ilk represent. This is our city. By God, we're going to take it back. Friends, today we have a very special caller, breaking important news right here, because where else? Mayor Osborn, thanks for calling in.
No, thank you, Jonah. When you were publishing the Bugle, you were always fair to me. Tough, sure, but fair.
Well, that's my job, Mr. Mayor. All I have is my integrity, and I won't compromise it for anyone. Now, what's this crucial breaking news you're revealing for the first time anywhere on my show?
Well, after the brutal, cowardly City Hall bombing that almost claimed my life, it's clear our understaffed police department needs help. And I want to reassure the people of New York that I am providing it.
Aha! I said it! You all heard me say we needed this. Are you using my idea of bringing in cops from Lake Placid?
Ah, no. Though that was a fine idea. No, this would be a security contractor, much like the ones our military uses to assist our troops overseas. I can't name it until the contracts are signed, but their qualifications are impeccable.
Well, that sounds terrific, Mr. Mayor. Though, of course, I'll have to reserve my tough but fair final judgment until I have all the facts.
I'd expect nothing less. And let me stress, this is in no way replacing our brave officers of the law, just augmenting them in a way that cuts through the red tape and gets results.
And results are what we want. You know, I'm glad you're here, so I can share my theory on how Spider-Man may well be working with the demons.
And a fascinating theory it is, I'm sure. But my doctors are advising me to get some rest now, so if you don't mind.
Oh, of course. Thank you for calling in, Mr. Mayor. My lines are open for you anytime. Jared, did you hear? Tough but fair! That's our new slogan. I don't care who else is using it. Don't care. Breaking news just in. My sources tell me the police are now looking at the demons as the primary suspects in the City Hall bombing. If that is in fact the case, I retract what I said about Spider-Man not being to blame. He would be, at the very least, partially responsible. Because the reckless manner in which Wilson Fisk was brought down directly created the void the demons poured into like the poison they are. Actions have consequences, my friends. And that's something Spider-Man has never understood.
I have to tell you, Triple J, I used to think you were exaggerating the danger to the city, but after the City Hall bombing, I gotta admit, you were right.
A lot of people have been telling me that, congratulating me, but I don't want congratulations. I would have loved to have been wrong, or better yet, for those in a position of power to have listened to me and done something. But they didn't, and I'm not sure they'll listen now. Unless concerned citizens like you and I make ourselves impossible to ignore. Stand up! Take your city back! That's the only way we can ever be sure that justice will be done. That and listening to me every day. I got an interesting tip today. Remember that barbaric beast named the Rhino? Apparently last night he almost escaped from his cell in the raft. How, you ask? Well, no one there seems to know, but they assure me he's been relocated to a more secure cell. Now, I'm no expert on Supermax prisons, but isn't the whole point of them that there isn't anything else more secure? I mean, he's a 700-pound maniac with an indestructible horn. If there's a more secure cell, why wasn't he in it? Now, here's your point. Oscorp does research and development for the military. Are the demons after experimental weapons? If I was a psychotic cult, I would.
Alright, I'm going to record this till about 40 minutes, and I'll do the final episode. Alright, here we go.
I wonder where they got the idea. What highly visible figure has made a career out of fighting madmen with lethal experimental technology like flight suits, tectonic gauntlets, and gigantic scorpion tails? No, don't say the name. I just ate. It started, folks. I'm getting word of a serious increase in the drug trade in our fair city. And it's not the demons or Wilson Fisk's former people. Criminals across the board are getting bolder. Just as I predicted, the rats are crawling out of their holes, sensing weakness and opportunity. No one listened to me before. I pray they'll listen to me now. Be careful out there. A group of terrorists assassinate American citizens in a bombing attack. How is it possible that instead of being wiped out of existence, these masked criminals are still at large and still striking at innocent people like Oscorp CFO Charles Standish in their own homes? How? You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, my cousin's a corrections officer, and he says the demons they've arrested aren't talking. They clam up, won't even speak to their lawyers.
This underscores a concern I've had about these demons. They're not regular criminals. They might not even be ordinary terrorists, although they certainly commit terrorist acts. But it looks to me more and more like they're a cult.
Are you kidding me? Those kind of people are out of their minds. They'll do anything.
It's horrifying, isn't it? Does this mean that we have to live in fear? To be constantly looking over our shoulders? To expect an attack at any moment? My opinion, folks, the answer is yes. Let's talk about Halloween, folks. It may be good fun for the kids to dress up as a cowboy or astronaut or ballerina and trick-or-treat, but this trend of grown adults glorifying the likes of Spider-Man by dressing up as them is, especially in the times we live in, disturbing. What say you, Gino from the Bronx?
Yeah, well, I get your point, but my girlfriend got this sexy Spider-Girl costume, and it really spices things up. Know what I'm saying?
Huh. I most certainly do not. J. Jonah Jameson is not one to be judgmental. But you, sir, are an extremely disturbed man. Goodbye. Folks, you've no doubt heard about the riot at Empire State University. But this is not your usual toxic mix of underage drinking, entitled millennials, and hormones run rampant. Authorities are keeping a tight lid on the situation, but my sources tell me the demons drug the students, turning them into deadly rage machines. What has become of our fair city, ladies and gentlemen, when we have to fear our own children, our neighbors, our husbands and wives? Be vigilant, be on guard, and keep a close eye on that barista with the man bun making your skinny latte, or you could be next!
I'm sorry.
Friends, there's a fine line between
okay, 10 more minutes.
Conspiracy theorist and seeing a clear pattern. I walk that line. And I am confident in perceiving a common thread among these attacks on Oscorp and Norman Osborn by the demons. The motive? It's hard to ascribe motive to lunatics. But I suspect it's no accident that they're striking at both a pillar of our corporate community and the center of our city's government. It's our very way of life that's under assault. As I have always warned, if you've been listening to me, you're ready. If not, I'll pray for you. Our next caller reports a problem I saw coming a mile away. Go ahead.
Well, I was coming out of the bathtub last night when I glanced out my window, and what do I see? Spider-Man, swinging by like he owns the place. I was naked.
Madam, you have my sympathies. Just imagine what sort of deviant personality would dress up like that in the first place. And it's a short step from there to peeping Tom activity. Folks, it doesn't matter if you live on the 1st floor or the 31st. Keep your curtains drawn. Lock your windows. A webbed pervert walks among us! You night owls may have seen lights flickering out at the Raft Supermax prison last night. Sadly, it was not because one of their inmates got the chair. No. Apparently, someone there hit on an idea I actually think has merit, which is making that recidivist criminal Electro pay for his room and board by powering the prison himself, saving taxpayers' money. Not surprisingly, though, it turns out he hates actual work as much as he loves robbing and murdering, so they had to go back to the city's grid, which I'd imagine is why I still can't run my microwave and toaster at the same time without blowing a fuse. I've got a lot of people asking me what they can do now that they've woken up to the danger we're facing. I wish there were an easy answer. Obviously, we have to be aware of the danger posed by the criminal element, but we also need to hold to account those whose job it is to protect us, the police. These Sable agents who work for the mayor work for us, and we must not tolerate anyone who contributes to the lawlessness sweeping Manhattan. And yes, that very much includes Spider-Man.
He really hates Spider-Man. Oh my god.
Here's another call of a type I've been getting a lot lately. Speak!
Mr. Jameson, I want to apologize. I used to think you were an alarmist. But look what's happened to the city. I'm afraid to walk the streets.
As well you should be. And I accept your apology. It's understandable you were bamboozled by the mainstream voices telling you everything was dandy, nothing to worry about. Go out and consume. Don't ask questions. I was a lone voice in the wilderness then, but now more and more people like you are realizing who spoke the truth. And that, my friends, is how we will take our city back.
Good luck with that. We're down to 30 episodes of the JJJ archives, and then we'll do the next couple in the final episode. Here we go.
Okay. Even the mole people living in the sewers know about the high-speed chase between police, Spider-Man, and the demons. Once again, Spider-Man makes a bad situation infinitely worse, and we have a highly intelligent caller who agrees with me. You're on with J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, Mr. Jameson. I was trying to get to work, and I was almost run over. Look, I understand that Spider-Man saved the kidnapped victim, and I'm glad about that. But I could have been killed.
Not just you. This is the problem with that masked maniac. The police are able to coordinate efforts, block streets, lay down tire shredding strips, because they're a team. Spider-Man is a one-man show who cares about one thing. Spider-Man! And you almost paid for that. With your life.
Last one. And then we gotta get the other, 21. Alright, here we go.
Folks, the mastermind of the City Hall bombing has finally been brought to justice, and shockingly, it's philanthropist Martin Lee. Now, I'll discuss in a moment what kind of twisted Jekyll and Hyde mentality it takes to lead such a double life. But first, a word of caution to everyone celebrating his arrest. Yes, it's good that he's in jail, but look at all the things we didn't know. How long was he a suspect without anyone telling us? How long did he have a deadly biological weapon that could kill us all? Shouldn't we have been told? Evacuated the city? It's not an accident that we weren't given the information we need to protect ourselves and our families. Someone made that decision. Was it the police? The mayor? I know one guilty party for sure, and his initials are Spider-Man.
Alright, I'll be right back with the final couple of J. Jonah Jameson, just the batch. Give me a quick second.